Man, I really don't know how this flew under my radar for so long. Like, usually I get notifications of CJ Champ, when he uploads a new video. But for some reason, I didn't get it for this one. And I missed, and I know it's been a few weeks. I was like, are you kidding me? How did I miss this? God damn it, YouTube. This would have been a great time to upload it when it released. But now it's been a few weeks already. I was like, damn, I missed out on when it released. But, this being a CJ Champ video, of course I want to react to it because he never makes to make me laugh. And his videos are always great, as always. So, everyone knows that. Anyone who watches him knows that. And he makes a great content for us all to watch. So, but this one being about the nonchalant trials of Jinwoo. Let me repeat that. Jinwoo. Okay, the main character is solo leveling, from what I've been told. As shocking as it may sound, then again, most people who watch these videos for CJ Champ, when he does these characters, I never watched solo leveling. Though I should. And most people who watch some of his videos too, when you're watching, characters he does, videos on, most people don't watch them either. So, I wouldn't be too surprised, but come on, can people really be surprised at this point? I've actually seen others react to CJ Champ's videos when they do these characters. Not many people actually watch, the animes or, other shows that he does characters on, so. I'm just saying, I know a lot of people never watched Ryuga stuff. Never watched Beyblade in their life. Or never watched some of the Ninja Turtle stuff. I'm just saying, at least I've watched those. I'm just, as examples. But hey, anyways, let me see if this one will get me into watching Solo Leveling, because I've heard it's been good. So I've been told. I didn't have a chance to watch it. I haven't really been convinced to watch it too much, but But will this convince me to watch Solo Leveling? We shall see. We shall see. But in any case, let's get to watching. Alright, let's see how this is gonna go.
After many trials and errors, an entire video corrupting on a man, leading to the
Oh, I feel that. So you have no idea. Brief story. I do have some Smash videos I still have yet to upload, and it's been taking so long. I know, shockingly enough, I still have some leftover footage for Smashing with the homies. Will the series ever come back to its totality one day? I hope so. We just decided to stop playing Smash Brothers after Dio just kind of wanted to stop playing. So, but yeah, one of the reasons it take me so long to get release the last ones I have in footage is because the software always crashes on me for some goddamn reason. Ever since I got my new Elgato, and the quality and and the frames looks sharper and better for when I'm playing Smash Brothers and some of my other games. Mainly for Smash Brothers, for whatever reason, after recording long ass sessions, because I do a lot of editing for them, it keeps crashing on me like every goddamn 5 minutes. I'm just like, for fuck's sake. So sometimes I go back to it, and sometimes I don't. And that's why it's taking me so long. So, just a little example of I can relate to CJ in this regard. Fucking a pain in the ass. I don't know why, but the reason like this why I need to also eventually get a new computer. So just say, so I can relate to you, CJ. I can relate to you on this end.
worst crash out he's ever had in his life. To Rampage Jacksoning his fucking door and redoing.
Wait. Oh, see that?
Jacksoning his fucking door.
Yes, this is my actual door. Damn! Damn, it crashed out so much. You actually got that fresh. Okay, I can't blame you there. I would be too, but my door is solid as wood, so I could never make it break like that.
And redoing an entire video.
Oh, mini trials. RIP to this remade version soon. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
From scratch. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we
I
are
feel you,
finally
CJ.
back
I
after
feel you.
experiencing the worst technical difficulty I've ever experienced.
At least I can say for the most part, I've saved some of the stuff I managed to do still before it would crash out on me. Let me know if anyone who's watching my Smash videos. Let me know if you want to see them or see it continue. because I would have loved for Smash Bros. And Homies to come back. It's just a matter of we can get each other to come back to playing it. Or not a series that we could play with each other, but we'll see. Just let me know.
Still don't know how that happened. But oh boy, another day, another trial for one of the most anticipated characters ever. People have been asking me to do this motherfucker for ages. Even before the anime came out. They just wanted straight mono panels. But it is none other than the serial ore farming E-rank smurf of doom, Mr. Sung Jinwoo. So prepare yourself to watch this motherfucker watch somebody else get their ass beat when he knows damn well he can one-shot the nigga. Ain't even gonna lie to y'all, every time he does this shit, they charge because what the fuck, bro? So,
okay, now this is gonna get me invested, isn't it? Alright, just from seeing this. Here we go. Now this is gonna be very interesting.
Without further ado, the Jinwoo
trials. Oh. So, how much ore farming does he do? Round table or bust?
Yeah, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So before we actually dive into Exhibit A, let's get a little context on Mr. Jinwoo here.
Yeah.
So, in the world of solo leveling, Earth turned into an action RPG. These things called gates started opening up the world, and inside of those gates were your typical dungeons. Now, when this happened, there were humans who awakened abilities, and they were called hunters. Now, these hunters...
So, did this become basically a reverse isekai? If that's even a thing? That's what it seems like to me.
Had a ranking system for how strong you were. S rank to E rank. S being the cream of the crop. Highest ranked niggas in the game.
Of course.
One above alls, radiants, challengers, and basically any other high-ass rank in any other game. These niggas don't touch grass. In showers, never heard of them. Clear example, look at fine shit right here. She always gotta have a handkerchief because she cannot bear the smell of all these sweaty ass niggas.
It's so true.
Somebody smell like shit.
And then it goes from A rank to B, C, D, and E. And Jinwoo was fucking
Damn, what?
This nigga
really
trash. Hot ass, button buttons. And what made it worse, he was a DPS. So damn, he really was trash.
Then what changed?
Even more.
What changed?
This world, once you get a rank, you're stuck there. There's no leveling up. You are hard stuck. So this man Jinwoo was hard stuck bronze 3, and he was also known as the world's weakest hunter. Niggas had a sigh of relief when they saw him at raids because they was like, oh, Jinwoo's here? Shit, this gonna be a walk in the park, my nigga. This nigga had his little E-dater, his pocket healer. Fine shit number 1 because that's what I'm gonna call it because I don't know if her name. Heal this nigga 24/7 because he's struggling with a fucking goblin. She looking at this every time like, Jinwoo, you gotta stop this shit. I'm having to pocket your scrub ass every fucking raid.
So he went from being the shittiest hunter and biggest pussy hunter ever to being one of the biggest badass in solo leveling? Okay. Now you got me invested. Alright, I need to watch this later.
Reason why bro was even doing this in the first place was because his mama was in a coma. This nigga was dealt one of the worst hands at life I've ever seen. Nigga was a trash ass hunter. Mama.
It's things like this. It's usually either for a girl or for someone they love in their family. It's usually one of those two main reasons.
In a coma, and his dad went to go get fucking milk. Backstory so tragic, Oda wrote this shit. Now I'm gonna speed on how everything changed for this man and how he had the greatest glow up I've ever seen.
Like shit, what happened?
A secret dungeon. They go into a big old room with some big old statues. Little do they know these statues are alive and they start blicking everybody. People getting
shit
to the bone, stepping on edges, Aaron Yeager style, getting split in half and Swiss cheese like Frieza. This was brutal, and Jinwoo decided to sacrifice himself so everybody could escape, leading to him getting jumped by all the statues and dying like the most brutal way ever. But luckily for Jinwoo, this was all a test by the mysterious system, and Jinwoo gets a second chance at life as a player. And as a player, he has the ability to level up.
So okay, this is an isekai. Okay. It sounded like a reverse isekai to me when he first said it, but then now, it's an isekai. Unless Unless it's not. Someone can please tell me in the comment section if you're watching this, but it's basically an isekai. Sounds like an isekai to me.
Finally get out of bronze. He wasn't destined to be a trash-ass nigga anymore. He turned in to Himothy. Bro started going into secret dungeons, clearing them solo. He didn't need a pocket heal no more. He became competent. He could one-shot bosses whole parties would struggle to beat.
Damn!
The system made him do the exact workout as Saitama. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run. Only difference is a nigga ain't go bald. And he ended up building a Greek god physique in like days. So now that we got all the context out the way, let's finally dive into Exhibit A, Attack of the Smurf.
Oh,
man, Jinwoo caught some bodies. And I'm not talking about no regular dungeon bosses. Talking about actual human bodies. He was booming niggas. And our first example of this is this bum-ass six-stack. These scheming ass niggas was trying to set our boy up. You see, you need at least 8 people to raid a gate. So they needed 2 fills. So they got Jinwoo and this trust fund bum ass. I got all this gear for nothing. Nepo baby Jinho. Like, don't get me wrong, I fuck with bro, but you can't tell me this nigga ain't the definition of I got all the best fancy new equipment just to still be ass. Like, this nigga sucks. He's got some of the best equipment on the market. If this don't scream his money, I don't know what to tell you. Now, when Jinwoo met up with this six-stack, he was introduced to Mr. Dongsuk, and he explained to Jinwoo, nice to meet you, man. My name is Wang Dongsuk. All we need you to do is sign this contract, and we'll be on our way. Now, Jinwoo picked up on these guys' game pretty easily. First off, they made him sign an NDA, which is already sketchy as hell. Second,
red flags. It's always a red flag with an NDA, isn't it? The thing that's in a contract for this type of thing, why? Just why?
They only asked him to carry the bags because he's an E rank. And last but not least, the biggest thing that threw him off, their team comp consisted of 3 tanks and 3 DPS.
Oh, that's a shit team.
Single healer in sight.
No.
And bro told him, oh, don't worry, we do all of our raids with no healer.
I beg your pardon?
And this is when Jinwoo knew. 4 C ranks and 2 D ranks. That's equivalent to 4 golds and 2 silvers. And not a single healer in sight. GG no hills, this shit is cooked. So later on, they enter the dungeon, and Jinwoo is just there carrying the bags and letting them do all the work. So they end up making it to the boss's lair, and they hit the jackpot because the whole place is covered in monocrystals. These boys are about to make a fortune. So this is when the scheming six-stack starts to enact their plan. You see, the boss of this dungeon is asleep, and they needed to be asleep to mine all the crystals, because if the boss dies, the gate closes. So Dongsuk told old boy right here, hey man, where's the gear? And bro says, man, sorry boss, I left it outside. Jinwoo and Jinho, you guys stay here and look after the score, and we're gonna go get the mining equipment, capiche? Huh? So they leave, right? And guess what they do? They blow up the entrance to the boss's lair, leaving them trapped in there. So yeah, this six-stack is a bunch of con men crooks because their actual plan was to trap them in there and wake the boss up with the explosion so the boss can then eat them and go to sleep after a good meal. And this would allow them to come in and mine all those crystals. So they literally use these boys as bait. These are some crooked ass niggas. But oh, how little did they know that the E rank that they had holding their bags was a Smurf of Doom.
Yes, he was, wasn't he?
In a minute tops. Like, dog, I hate spiders, but this classifies as animal abuse. Look at what he's doing to the thing. He's butchering that nigga. You know,
right in his face.
That bro, like, what the fuck?
He's like, I'm traumatized.
He just cooked the boss by himself. Bro was so flabbergasted, he picked up the bags. Carry your shit.
It was at this moment he's looking. Well, let me stay on Sung Jinwoo's good side from now on.
That's right. You need some water, my nigga? I know you're tired. Sure. Yeah. Drink it all up, boss. And just
I'm prepared to glaze this man for the rest of my life.
For this moment, this rich motherfucker became his biggest glazer. So then
later on, I knew it.
The scheming six-stack come back. And they were surprised the boss is dead. So they thought Jinho killed it because he has all this expensive gear. So they told him, kill Jinwoo and we'll let you live. But Jinho was like, nah, I ain't fighting him. He might fuck around, kill me before he kill y'all. So they get ready to jump old boy. And while they're walking towards him, Jinwoo gets the urgent quest. And the system tells this man, kill these niggas. All 6 of them. Boom these bums. So this mage ends up blasting Jinwoo and sends bro into the wall. But that attack was straight futile. That shit just tickled the nigga. Bro got up and was like, thank you for that. I had this crook in my back for like a month, but that little massage that you just gave me finally fixed it. So allow me to return the favor. So they looking at bro like, what the fuck? This guy delusional? So the ginger right here walked up to Jinwoo and was like, let me give you a reality check, man. You're a bum-ass E-rank, bronze 3. What the fuck are you gonna do to us, huh?
That's what he's gonna do.
With no emotion, just decapitates this man. Niggas are shocked. They like, nani? How the hell did an E-rank just kill a D-rank? And Hwang Dong-suk knew, oh my god, this isn't an E-rank. This is a Smurf of Doom. So they all try to jump him, but it is no use.
No.
Flash steps, bro.
Damn.
He shoves a dagger in his neck. Oh boy comes in with a swing. Misses. Knife to the gut. And he deserves this shit too for rocking that piece of broccoli on his head. You know what made this dude's deaths even worse? They did not die off of just that one stab. He ended up poisoning these niggas, making them suffer before he finally cut them down.
Well, to be fair, they deserved it for, you know, trapping them, leaving them to die. So they come on, let's say they deserve it.
Now next up, look at this bum ass nigga with the gun. Can't aim for shit, and he like,
nope, deflecting all of them.
So Jinwoo easily kills his bum ass.
Of course.
Look at the mage. He tries to hit bro with a fireball. Instant flash step. And takes a knife to the booty hole. Pause. Nigga stabbed him in his ass. You could tell by the way he fell. And just off of that, this man caught 5 bodies, but he wasn't done. Because he still had to deal with
he still had to deal with the leader, huh?
He was like, you fucking smurf. So you think you're cool, huh? Beating on bum-ass D and C ranks. Well, little do you know, those guys were just holding me back. Because I know damn well I'm a higher rank than I should be. So bro tries to attack him, but Woo Speed blitzes him and tells him, nah, buddy, you're right where you belong. Just another fucking scrub stuck in Elo hell. Boom!
Damn!
This bomb. And at this point in time, old boy started rethinking his whole life. He even
I don't blame him.
Hear me out, bro. Listen, we could be a duo queue of hell. Me, you, we'll be unstoppable.
You are a worthless, bitch-ass nigga.
You just had to use the LTG lines, didn't you, CJ?
What are you here for? To worship me? Kill yourself.
Please hard carry me. I swear to God. This man just wiped the whole team. Dropped all
with ease.
Sent them back to the
with ease.
These were not the only human bodies Wu called. Oh no. Because the next victim on this man's list was Mr. Taeshik Kong. And I ain't gonna lie, this is another motherfucker that had it coming. So how this happened, Jinwoo was on a raid with his old crew, with old nigga and fine shit. And during this raid, they had some prisoners with them that were gonna help because it'll shed some time off of their sentencing. And the supervisor of these prisoners was Taeshik Kong. But Mr. Taeshik was not here to supervise. Oh no, this man was here to fulfill a bounty. You see, this man got an offer from a father whose daughter was assaulted by these 3 prisoners, and the daughter ended up booming herself. Then shortly after that, the mother was hospitalized after the shock. Some pretty terrible shit. So the father paid Taeshik to kill these dudes, and that's what he did. He boomed them, which is reasonable. They deserved it. However, what was not deserved is what happened to these 2. Because sadly for them, they were at the wrong place at the wrong time. They saw old boy boom these niggas. So guess what this maniac did? He kills old boy and the old nigga. Then when Jinwoo and everybody else found the bodies, this maniac tried to sneak them until
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, he had it coming then. Yeah, he had it coming.
Jinwoo stopped him at the last second. And just look at this crackhead talking like, oh yeah, I love the thrill of the kill. So what should I do first? Should I dive your backline and kill your healer? I mean, you're not gonna protect a poor bitch. And my God, this is Jinwoo's first offense of letting somebody get their ass whooped when he can clearly whoop that nigga's ass. So Unk told Jinwoo, hold on,
wow.
Let the OG handle this one now. Now Kang was a B rank hunter and Unk was a C rank hunter. And also you can't forget Unk has 1 arm. And before one of y'all say, but usually characters with 1 arm are usually strong. Hey.
Not always. Not always.
Hey, guess what? Not everybody is built
Right.
like Shanks. This is just a
Yeah.
regular nigga
Right.
with one arm. So, Woo, why the fuck did you let Huck fight this nigga? Why? So you can read your opponent, so you could download him to beat him later? Like, nigga, you could download his ass while fighting him. But nah, you decided to let Huck get that ass whooped. I shit over here falling to her knees, panicking for her lifeline. Oh my god, we're gonna die. You literally let this nigga get hit by a judgment cut. Nigga popping off blood to keep.
Damn.
So when OG was about to die, Jinwoo finally decided to save this.
Right.
But I don't
He's not entirely that cold, so damn.
care. Too little too late, bro. Hit that nigga with the Jinwoo special. Watching this nigga get his ass beat just so he can pull up cold as shit.
Right.
Serial ore farmer, bro. Now, Tae-Shi Kong wasn't an idiot like the six-stack. This man knew off the rip. He rank my ass. You're smurfing like a motherfucker. You know you can get reported for this shit, right? Now, this fight for Jinwoo was a mirror match of hell because both of them have the same dual blade dagger build. So at the end of the day, this is an ego off. The person who wins this fight is just better. So these boys start to dance and everything is just straight equal. Equal speed, equal technique, equal power. Typical things that you're gonna see in a mirror match. But everything changed when Jinwoo got that notification and the system said once again, lock the f in and boom this nigga or I'm stopping your heart. So this man started hitting Goku hop, loosening up the bones and muscles to whoop this nigga ass. So Jinwoo blitzes bro at the speed of sound and lands a cut under his left eye. And that nigga shit was stunned. He was like, holy shit. Was this motherfucker just warming up? Indeed he was. And that cut that he landed was in the left side of bro's face. These daggers have that poison debuff. But it was just gonna get worse for bro from here. Jinwoo started blitzing the hell out of bro, started putting him on his toes. But Tae-Shi isn't using his passive ability, making him go invisible. And he is slicing Woo in the ankles. I know that had to be painful. If you've ever been hit in the ankle by a razor scooter, up the pain level by 10, and that's the hit that Jinwoo just took.
Yep, I have. It's really painful. More than you think. For anyone who hasn't.
And that man Tae-Shi was talking shit. He was saying, yeah, it hurt, don't it, fuck nigga? Go on, call out to your healing. Go to your back line and get some heals like the bitch you are. But
you forget, you're talking to a main character.
Jinwoo just looked at bro dead in the eyes and told him,
Born again!
Oh, he healed himself?
his face, man.
He's like, nutty! He's like, oh shit, I didn't know he could do that. He can heal himself? Oh, I'm fucked, aren't I?
He knew it was over. Bro can heal himself.
Right?
He has a spare healer in his backline. It's over. At this point, just vote to surrender, my nigga. Just get it over with. So it was all over. Jinwoo activated that murderous intent. This man emitted so much of his aura. It invaded this man's psyche. And before he knew it, he had a dagger shoved in his heart. And all he saw before the lights went out was this man Woo aura farming over his body.
Wow.
I don't know what's worse, getting fucking teabagged or a motherfucker aura farming over my dead body. But with that being said,
probably both. Everybody goes, Nah, I'd say teabagging's maybe a more terrible way to go.
Tae-Shi Kong became the 7th victim to be Swiss cheesed by the...
Dang, I thought we had more to go over, but this video is almost over. Shit. So there's more to solo leveling, isn't there? Now I definitely need to watch this anime.
Smurf of Doom. The Jinwoo Trials.
It's not over, huh? Exhibit A. Let's look at this. Kill count 7. Animal abuse 1. Jinwoo charge. Serial over farming. False ranking. Yeah, of course. That's only Exhibit A? Is there more?
Ladies and gentlemen, Exhibit B. Scrapping with a Souls boss. Now, this man Jinwoo is not new to fighting crazy-ass dungeon bosses. I mean, this is the same dude who fought and killed a Cerberus. This man killed Hades' 3-headed dog and lived to tell the tale. That is insane. But there was one boss that put so much belt to ass on this nigga. It low-key made him rethink this hunting shit. And it was
really?
Then the 7-foot big-bodied egrets, the Blood Ray, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's a Souls boss. That's definitely a Souls boss.
Looked like he just jumped out of Dark Souls 3. Had this man Jinwoo sweating bullets off the rip. And this was the ultimate test for Jinwoo. Egress looked at bro and said, "Are you a real nigga or are you a phony nigga? On God, bitch boy." So Egress speed blitzes Jinwoo, and just from the first strike, bro destroyed a whole pillar. He was not playing.
Damn.
Bro. Then he strikes again, and Jinwoo blocked it. But that strike had so much force, it sends him across the throne room, and 1 second later, he's already on his ass.
Oh,
Then he
shit.
gave this man a chance to breathe. And by God, Jinwoo was trying everything. Bro was throwing multiple strikes, but Egress had Ultra Instinct. But Jinwoo was finally able to land a hit, but it didn't
Nice.
do damage. Bro's
Yeah, because
armor carried
that
it.
armor's
He
crazy.
came down with his sword again, and this strike was so powerful, it sent him flying again. This man Jinwoo
Damn.
was lost, couldn't do nothing. He been
And what'd he
fighting
do?
for 2 minutes, and not even an inch of health is gone. So Jinwoo's
Shit.
blade could basically do nothing. These stats were not doing it. Bro was
So what did he
insanely
do?
Underleveled. So Jinwoo decided, man, if the dagger ain't gonna do nothing, I might as well just throw hands. And Eagles, being a
what?
gentleman, decided,
Oh, we throwing hands, huh? I like you, little nigga. All right, let's throw hands then.
bro was all
Okay. That's probably gonna backfire on him. I'm just getting the feeling just before we continue. It's gonna backfire on him.
already winning the fight, but decided to come down to his level and throw hands with him. This man is a demon. And Eagles wasted no time. Bro stood there in ore farm for 2 seconds. Then
Right.
boom! With the
Damn!
tip of the finger plants this man in the ground. Punch was so fast it was unreactable, and it didn't stop
Wow.
here. Bro picked him up and ragdolled him across the room, then
Shit.
hit him down to hit this boy with the
Damn.
to a pope in the wall. And I tell you, boy, Jinwoo was trying his hardest, but he could not land a single hit. Egress had
Damn.
perfect defense. But while Jinwoo was getting ragdolled, he ended up finding an opening. And he ends up bicycle kicking this nigga in the neck.
Nice.
He finally took some health off. But this kick enraged Egress. Bro said
What?
fuck it and skipped to his second phase. He started juggling and dribbling this man like a basketball. Look at this
Damn.
motion. Uppercut to the gut. Then to the back, while
the back.
making him flip mid-punch. Then another two-piece combo. Then
Damn.
the Dragon Ball double hammer fist slam. Then sends him flying with the haymaker. And dog,
Ouch.
at this point, it just looked like Eagles was playing with a new toy he got for Christmas. Bro was hitting him with the Broly drag, then threw him across the room again.
Damn.
He just conveniently landed on the throne. Then this man Eagles
Right.
walked up to him like,
Come on, bitch ass nigga. Show me that you worthy of this throne. Or sit here and die like a bitch.
so Egress uses the force to call his greatsword and swings at Jinwoo. But Jinwoo enhanced his body to catch
Yep. Plot armor at its finest. Plot armor at its finest, I tell you.
his greatsword and swings at Jinwoo. But Jinwoo enhanced his body to catch the sword, then summons his dagger and stabs him in the eye. Finally
Damn.
doing some damage to this man. And this is when Jinwoo just awoke that dog in him. He ended up pushing bro all the way into the wall, summoned his dagger again, then shoved it in this man's throat and said,
Ooh.
nah, I'm not done yet. He starts shoving that motherfucker in there deep. Pause. But look at this. Bro started tweaking so hard the animation changed. Then he
Damn.
his throat again. Pause. But dog, this insane lock-in moment by Jinwoo gave him the upper hand in slaying a Souls boss.
Shit. That's
Not gonna lie,
crazy.
insane work, nigga.
Right.
Souls boss, IRL, and on the first try too. Well, I mean, to be fair, if this is IRL, you only do get one try, but
Yeah. But damn, that's impressive for a Souls boss. I haven't played many Souls games for good reason. But, I really need to watch this anime now.
prove that he was Himothy. Just for 5 minutes later to get jumped by 1,000 other dead homies. Not gonna lie, that's some nasty work. Y'all ain't even let
What?
them heal. The Jin.
Damn, cliffhanger, huh?
Alrighty,
Yes,
ladies and gentlemen. At the end of just trial 1. This
That's
man
trial
got
1?
7 bodies, 1 count
Oh.
of animal abuse, 1 count of watching somebody
Okay.
getting their ass beat when you should be
Killing a
helping
Cerberus,
them,
killing a Souls
Cerberus,
boss.
and defeating
Okay.
a Souls boss.
So we're gonna have a part 2?
Provide them some impressive stats for just 1 trial. And we
Right.
still got exhibit C, D, and E to go. in
Oh
trial 2.
boy.
So, will Jinwoo
So we're getting a part 2. Yes! That's good. This is gonna be fun.
make the round table? Will this stat line get
I mean, at this
even more
point, he should.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course. To be continued. Damn. Excuse me. So that means we gotta wait for a part 2. Shit. CJ, I just hope you don't take as long with part 2 as you did for that part 3 for the 2012 Shredder. Just saying, we were waiting a whole few months for that one. Damn. But man, now I gotta go watch this. I'm gonna go watch this, and hopefully I will get into most of it before he releases the second part of the trial. I can't wait to see what I have in store for this when I watch this. Now I understand why my friend recommended me to watch it. I want to watch it now! Man, let me check out this comment section real quick, though. I just want to see what people are going to say. CJ is the perfect definition of quality over quantity. I agree. CJ the Champ, the original hood commentator, started a whole genre of YouTube videos. He really did. He really did. There's people that, got inspired of what he did, and they're doing good for themselves, too, on YouTube, so... For those who are confused about the Smurfs jokes, okay, it's this old thing that happened in games where pros would create new accounts to look like they were bad, but in reality they demolish everyone else. Ah, that's what that meant. Okay. How can I make it look like I care but still be clean? Son Jinwoo. Fun fact that the Minute 4 is actually a name for this. It is called failure of the right to assist. Basically, if you see someone getting beaten until they're mortally wounded or have to go into the hospital and you know you can do something about it without getting yourself injured or sent off to the hospital, you would get charged with effectively the same amount of years or money as a manslaughter charge. Oh, damn. I didn't know that was a thing. Holy crap. Explains people living near gangs never... Right. I searched it up. It's specifically talking about lawyers being incompetent and not regular... Oh, okay. That part. Okay. That makes more sense. Okay. I was like, I've never heard of that being a law before. So, when CJ doesn't upload for 8 months, you don't need to feel upset because you know whatever he makes will be peak. I agree. I'm a simple man. I see CJ drop a bid, and I drop what I'm doing. Click right. Man, I wish I saw this when it released. But apparently, YouTube failed me and didn't notify me when it first was uploaded and released. So, here I am a few weeks later, reacting to it. So, and we are back with one of the greatest series of the modern internet. Yes, the Black Air Force Energy Trials. Those are my favorite in the most recent years. Oh, man. Alright. I definitely need to get watching Solo Leveling before we get part 2 of this trial. Man, I got a few things to keep me busy then. But of course, there's other things I will be doing, and hopefully more for this channel. We shall see, as long as I get my schedule to be consistent. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and tune in for more. And if there are any other suggestions you want me to react or do, please let me know. Like this video, like this, and subscribe for more. If you do, you are awesome. And until next time, I'm out!